There is an object in space so dense it erases everything it touches. Light, matter, time itself. For 100 years we've called it a cosmic graveyard. We were wrong. What if a black hole isn't a tomb, but a womb? What if the thing we feared most in the universe is the universe thinking? In 2020, an astrophysicist and a neuroscientist ran the numbers on two networks. One was the largest structure in existence, the cosmic web of galaxies. The other was a slice of the human brain. The results were almost identical. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some physicists now believe black holes might be the neurons of a conscious cosmos, and why the next time you look up at the night sky, you might be staring into a mind. This isn't mysticism. It starts with a genuine crack in physics. So let's go to the edge of what we know. Everything rests on two laws that should never disagree. The first is Einstein's general relativity. It tells us that once something crosses a black hole's event horizon, the point of no return, it's gone, crushed toward a point where the math itself breaks. The second is quantum mechanics, and it has one unbreakable rule: information can never be destroyed. Scrambled, yes. Erased, impossible. So here's the problem. In the 1970 seconds, Stephen Hawking discovered something that should have been impossible. Black holes aren't perfectly black. They leak. A faint glow of particles, Hawking radiation, bleeding into space over trillions of years until the black hole vanishes completely. But if it vanishes, where does the information go? Relativity says it's destroyed. Quantum mechanics says that's impossible. Both can't be right. And the answer, whatever it is, rewrites reality. For decades, physicists went to war over this. Hawking himself eventually surrendered, conceding the information must escape somehow. And the leading explanation is one of the strangest ideas in modern science, the holographic principle. Proposed by Gerard de Hooft and Leonard Susskind, it says the information that falls into a black hole isn't lost inside it. It gets imprinted on the surface of the event horizon, like a cosmic hard drive, recording everything it ever swallowed. Sit with that for a second. The universe isn't deleting information, it's storing it. And that raises a question physics can't answer. Storing it? For what? Now zoom out, all the way out. On the largest scale, galaxies don't scatter randomly. They form a vast web, clusters and superclusters strung together by filaments of gas and dark matter. We call it the cosmic web. And in 2020, astrophysicist Franco Vazza and neuroscientist Alberto Filletti measured it against the neural network of the human brain. The similarity was uncanny. The way galaxies cluster and connect mirrors the way your neurons form circuits. Same structure, same network behavior, across a scale difference of 27 orders of magnitude. If the universe is built like a brain, what is it thinking, and what are its neurons? Here's where we step off the map of settled science and take the leap. What if the brain-universe resemblance isn't a coincidence? What if it isn't even an analogy? What if the universe is a thinking entity, and black holes are its neurons? Now look at a black hole, a region of space-time that does one thing with terrifying efficiency. It gathers matter, energy, and the raw data of everything around it. And thanks to the holographic principle, we know that data isn't destroyed. It's recorded. It goes further. One theory from Hawking's final paper suggests black holes have soft hair, a field of low-energy particles at the horizon that could encode everything that falls in. Other models suggest black holes never fully evaporate, but leave behind stable remnants, a form of quantum memory. So picture it. Black holes aren't destroyers. They're information hubs, the points where the universe gathers its own experience. And the reality we live inside, the flow of time, the stretch of space, could be the emergent thought of that cosmic mind. This idea has a name in philosophy, Panpsychism. The view that consciousness isn't exclusive to brains, that it's woven into matter itself. If even an electron carries the faintest flicker of experience, then a system as vast as the universe could hold an awareness beyond anything we can imagine. Which means human consciousness wouldn't be the exception. It would be a single ripple in an ocean of awareness. The universe becoming aware of itself through you. If your brain is tingling right now, that feeling has a name, and it's exactly why this channel exists. Hit subscribe so you're here Friday. And black hole consciousness is not mainstream science. Let me be clear. It's a speculative framework built by connecting three revolutionary ideas. But it transforms black holes from objects of fear into objects of awe. Not endings, but centers of memory, processing, and maybe even wisdom. So I want to know what you think. Drop your answer in the comments. A. Mindless matter. B. Living entity. C. Cosmic accident. D. The universe knowing itself. Because the next time you look up at the night sky, remember what you're seeing. You may not be looking out at an empty void. You may be looking into the depths of a mind, and in that moment, you aren't an observer of the universe. You are the universe observing itself.